Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the inaugural class of Rhodes College and Career Academy 2021. I don't know about you, but between the tears and the warmth, it's going to be a lot of liquid coming down my face tonight. Please take your seats as we prepare to honor our graduates. But before we begin, please make sure your cell phones are on vibrate, silent, or off. We want to make sure the focus is on our students. Obviously, we encourage photography and video, but please make sure we can't hear the dings and likes in real time. Please make sure all aisles are clear so everyone has a great view of the program. Thank you for sharing your students with us for the past 4 years. It's been an amazing journey, and we couldn't think of a better way to end it than with you tonight. Welcome, graduates. Now entering is our esteemed faculty, teachers, and staff that have done an amazing job these past 4 years. Dr. Trent Mosley from the Board of Education, and our keynote speaker, Jonas Robinson. Now coming onto stage are the top 10% of our 124 graduates. Now entering the stadium, the remainder of our 124 graduates. Graduates, please remain standing. Welcome, graduates. This is for you. At this time, audience members and guests, please join us in standing so so we can welcome our Naval Science cadets with the presentation of colors and our national anthem, which will be led by our CCA senior teacher, Miss Jackie Black.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does their star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you to our cadets and to Miss Black. At this time, please be seated. Good evening, esteemed guests. Welcome to the inaugural graduation of Rhodes College and Career Academy, celebrating the class of 2021. Give it up. My name is Miss Starr, and I am the founding principal of this wonderful school and have had the privilege of getting to be the mom away from moms for the past 4 years, 195 days a year, 8 hours a day, and it's been a great ride. We have lots of things to celebrate tonight, including not only that we have the most graduates of any graduating class in the entire school district, But we also have some of the highest performing, our valedictorian having a GPA of 4.7, the highest GPA in the entire school district. Tonight is truly a celebration, and is only right we need to kick off this night by acknowledging, thanking, and celebrating some very important people. To all of the mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, and anyone else that technically wasn't allowed to pick you up from school, and I told you not to tell anyone. Welcome. To all of the moms who I affectionately call mom, who we've texted and called and constantly teamed up to make sure we saw this moment, welcome. To my and the most incredible faculty, staff, and everyone that has pushed us along the way, welcome. To my amazing administrative team, welcome. And to my parents, my family, my husband and son, welcome. And to the rest of my babies, all 123 of you, we did it. Welcome. Already. We have laughed together, cried together, had babies together, and grown up together. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and we are, everyone in this stadium tonight, we are that village. Thank you for being part of the RCCA family. Now graduates, yesterday I gave you advice, which still is true. Be kind, do your homework, follow through, take responsibility, apologize when you're wrong, and believe in yourself. But yesterday was about us, our last moments as a community to celebrate. But tonight is about you. When you walk across the stage, take it in. Take in every person cheering for you, every person supporting you, every person lifting you up and celebrating your success. Remember this moment, remember this feeling, because even though in reality, it may only take a few seconds to cross the stage, live it in slow motion. This moment is for you. As you take in this night, stay present, cheer each other on, and do me a favor. As you walk across this stage, remember, we are a family, and we'll always be here to pick you up if you fall. But also remember, you're about to move on to the next chapter, where you're going to be a very small fish in a very big pond, be it college, the military, or the workforce. Remember this moment of being supported by your family, but also remember the work you put in to create this family, no matter what you do next. Wherever you go, remember to build bridges, ask for help, and continue to grow your network of support. Remember, it takes a village to raise a child, so even though you think you're grown, it's up to you to continue to advocate for yourself and never forget the feeling of tonight. Carry it with you as a reminder that no matter how hard things get, we've always got your back. And from a group of strangers, we became a family. It wasn't magic, it was you. And you take that magic with you wherever you go. Congratulations to our babies. Congratulations to the Rhodes College and Career Academy inaugural class of 2021. Now I hand it over to our wonderful valedictorian with the second highest GPA in the entire district, in case you missed that, Miss Leilani Torres.
Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, on behalf of this graduating class, I would like to thank all the staff and faculty that have worked their hardest through this unique school year. They have to come up with creative methods to teach their lessons this year. Also, I appreciate all the friends, families, and guests that have come out to support this graduating class. Thank you for being here. And finally, I would like to thank my dad. He has been there for me since day one. Te amo mucho, papi. Now, this graduating class never experienced the normal senior year. Going into high school, I never thought my last day of normality would end on a random Friday in March 2020. We all expected the norm. However, we lucked out, so we stayed at home. Despite the isolated year, we still managed to make it. I mean, we survived a toilet paper crisis and high school at the same time. No other generation could say that. After 4 long years, we are now able to walk the stage in our glorious gowns, from scared little freshies to top of the high school food chain seniors. High school was an entertaining journey, and it went by fast, just like how our parents would say. And we will forever cherish these moments, like pieing Mr. Underwood in his face, getting lost in the hallways on the first day of school, or even just laughing in the cafeteria with your friends. As Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. You don't really understand those little moments until they become a memory. Enjoy your present and sculpt your future. High school is only the beginning. Believe it or not, this is actually the easy part. But this 4-year movie is over with. These are the end credits to high school. But there is a sequel. We have goals and plans for the future. I mean, the future is right here. It's right in front of me. The future comes within each and every single one of these graduates. We will face many challenges. We will learn who we really are, or even accept who we really are. And we will strive for what we believe in, to make changes for the better. Graduating high school is a milestone, so why stop here? The possibilities within each of these graduates are endless. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. This is Leilani Torres signing off. Congratulations, class of 2021. And now, it is with pride that I pass this program to salutatorian, Ms. Angelina Slaveski.
Hello. Today, we celebrate our success. After all these years of hardship, struggle, and perseverance, we can call ourselves graduates. It was not so long ago when we took our first steps into high school. These first steps were exciting yet frightening. We learned how to take these steps and fulfill our goal to graduate. Along the way, we met a lot of trials, but our desire to graduate has kept us from straying or giving up. We chose the correct path. The end result of our coming together, working together, is the graduating class of 2021. Let us thank God, therefore, for his unceasing grace and guidance, our teachers for their immeasurable dedication, our principals for their leadership, our counselors for their advising, our parents for their unconditional love and support all throughout these years, and our friends who walked with us side by side and making bonds of friendship which will carry with us for the rest of our lives. Because of them, we were able to reach our dreams and have success. Because of them, we can say we made it. The tassel's worth the hassle. However, is this the end of our dream? Are we still going to dream? We should continue to move on because high school graduation is just a step towards our future. As you leave high school, do not be distressed over leaving the life you had or wishing you can do it over differently. Embrace the past, be grateful for it, learn from it, and move on because you have another journey waiting ahead of you. As one journey comes to an end, a new one begins. This next chapter in our lives comes with an amount of freedom, the freedom to decide what to do with our lives. God gave us all of our own talents and abilities, and it is up to us to choose how to use them. Although we are a graduating class, we are individuals. Each one of us possesses the ability to achieve success in the future. Life will not be easy. You may face many challenges, but do not be afraid to face them. As Joshua Marine once said, challenges are what makes life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes them meaningful. With the knowledge, skills, and valuable experiences that we gain here at Rhodes College and Career Academy, we can overcome any obstacle. We must try our best. Do not stop believing in your personal dreams, your personal goals, and in your abilities. As you step out those doors tonight and stare into those first lights of what is to come and what is to be, always remember tonight's victory because it is an achievement. May you have every success. May you work hard and play straight. May your paths still cross from time to time, and may you go with all your heart. Shine brightly because you are a star. Congratulations and best wishes for the future, Rhodes College and Career Academy, class of 2021. I'm now going to pass the microphone to Derek Hanning.
Yo. Okay, to start off, I want to say congratulations to my fellow graduates. It's been a long 4 years. It's just a lot of ups and downs, trials and tribulations, but we got through this together, from late night calls, staying after school, group chats. We did it and we grew as a family. Most of us started our CCA journey our freshman year, but it seems no matter when you started RCCA, you become family. No matter how late you came or when you came, we took each other into the bird's nest and to the cool, creative teachers and students. I want to say thank you to all the RCCA staff and teachers. We wouldn't be who we are today without you guys. For y'all constantly pushing us to the finish line, always calling our parents, even doing house trips to see our lovely faces. This year has been very tough on us all. It is hard going from in-person teaching to remote online school. Nobody was really expecting this with COVID and stuff. But we did it. As a family, we managed to beat the hill that tried to bring us down. And for that, I can't be more proud of us. Students, staff, and teachers and coaches, thank you. The class is 2021. It's thankful for you all here. Class is 21 out. All right. I want to say it is a great honor to pass the program to our keynote speaker, a CMSD graduate, Mr. Jonas Robinson. Jonas joined BMO Financial Group in 2011 as a commercial analysis, developed program participant as BMO Harris Bank. Upon successfully completing the training, Jonas joined the newly formed U.S. dealership finance team, where he underwrote and managed $500 million of exposure. In 2014, Jonas joined BMO Capital Markets Corporate Banking REIT team. Jonas was promoted to vice president in 2018 and is now responsible for managing and diligently growing the REIT team, retails, net lease, and self-storage real estate exposures. Jonas is one of 5 relationship managers responsible for managing $20 billion of real estate exposure in the U.S. and Canada. Jonas is a Cleveland native, graduated from JFK in the class of 2007, and a proud graduate of Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. He enjoys spending time with his wife, Lauren, and his daughter, Shania. He is also an avid golfer. Welcome, Jonas.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I don't know about you, but I'm still pretty warm. I know this is not church service, but I have to thank God for allowing me to be here today. If it not had been for him, my life could have turned out totally differently. Principal Starr, faculty, staff, your work, your deeds, your sacrifice, it does not go unnoticed. More often than not, in addition to being a teacher, for the last 4 years, you served as parents, mentors, confidants, caretakers, advisors, listening ears, sheroes, heroes to our students. You even had the same influence during this virtual environment, and that should be applauded. I will go on record and say I would not be where I am today had it not been for teachers during my elementary school years, middle school years, and high school years. Parents and students, please, please, please stand on your feet with me and let's honor the faculty at RCCA. Parents, your sacrifice, your tears, your long hours on the job, your commitment to your children, you are the reason why the 123 students are sitting here today and only a few moments away from receiving their high school diplomas. Some parents even served as teachers and tutors throughout the pandemic. And although you do not hear it every day, you are appreciated. Students, you would not be where you are today if it weren't from your parents. I did not have the same support that a lot of you had, and for that reason, you all are blessed. Your parents poured a lot into you, and they deserve to be honored. Students, please stand up, look at your parents, and give them a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. And finally, class of 2021, the mighty class of 2021, the awesome class of 2021, the very first graduating class of Rhodes College and Career Academy. You have spent countless hours in Zoom class, forced to live in distant relationships and friendships, matriculating through with virtual guidance, non-standard homecoming, vaccine promises, no actual senior ditch days, all while keeping the faith and not giving up. Students, your resiliency is appreciated by all. You are the real MVPs. Let's give it up for the class of 2021. Well, guys, you successfully navigated the waters of RCCA during the pandemic, no less, and you finally arrived to the end of this very long chapter. I'm sure I speak for the faculty and your parents when I say I cannot express enough how proud of you all I am. I know the decision to go remote or hybrid, was not easy, and it wasn't perfect, but you all have done it. I would also want to let the parents know what you've done has not gone unnoticed. The struggle at home is real. Believe me, I know. I have a student at home. But there are many positives that can be gleaned, and hopefully our kids can see that also. Class of 2021, What you accomplished this year is completely out of the ordinary. It will someday, for better or worse, be written in our history books. You are a part of history, and I hope that you can look back on this year and not focus on the struggles that we all had to endure, especially as parents, but I hope you all can hang your hat on the fact that you've persevered and you made it to the other side. Congratulations, you have advanced to the next chapter. Whether you're going directly into the workforce, or attending college, and listening to the armed forces, or taking a year off to reset, I stopped by here for a few moments to tell you that I'm extremely proud of your success to date, but high school graduation is only the beginning. In 2007, I graduated from John F. Kennedy High School and the High Tech Academy. Thank you. The opioid crisis wasn't a thing in the 80s when I was born. Both of my parents were addicted to drugs and alcohol. But back in those days, counseling was not an option. When you were addicted to drugs in the all-black neighborhood I grew up in, the only form of rehabilitation was jail. So at 2 years old, my siblings and we were taken away from my mom, and my dad had already moved on. I went to over 8 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, 4 high schools. Going to 10+ schools would be common if my folks were in the armed forces, but that's not the case. We lived in homes without heat. I had to snuggle at night with my siblings, and we would often laugh that we had to get dressed to go to sleep. We did not have lights. In the 4th grade, I had to learn to operate a kerosene lamp to get around during the dark nights. We had limited food also, and you could imagine that I did not have the flyest clothes. I can remember starting 9th grade, 4 years ago for you all. My tennis shoes were from a bin at the dollar store. Folks would poke fun at me and say, "Jonas, what are the name of those shoes?" Dem shoes, D-E-M, dem shoes. So you could imagine I was not very fond of my childhood. My childhood was as stable as Cleveland spring weather, but by the grace of God and assistance from countless, and I mean countless, teachers like Mrs. Jackie Black, my pastor, and from the love of my family, who continued to take us in as my parents relapsed over and over and over again. I was a first-generation college student, and today I'm a vice president at the 8th largest bank in North America. And thank you. And my team and I manage over $20 billion of loans to real estate companies. I see I have family and family friends in the audience tonight. My wife is here. Mrs. Glendora Black is here. And I was expecting a very special guest, Karen Hicks, but given the passing of her husband, she's still quite sad and she could not make it today. But thanks for coming tonight to support me. In honor of Karen, Ms. Glendora Black and Lauren, can you please stand? Jackie Black, can you please stand? Karen and her late dynamic, funny, and caring husband, Mr. Bill Hicks, knew that I wanted to go to Morehouse, but understood that I didn't have the financial position. A classmate at the High Tech Academy was interested in going to Spelman, so Karen and Bill called their family in Atlanta and said, "We are flying a few students to ATL. They do not have a place to stay, so we would like for them to stay with you. They do not have food to eat, so we need you to feed them and they need to stay with you, of course. And we would like for you to take them to visit Morehouse and Spelman. But not only that, we want you to use your influence to get them to have an on-campus interview. Because of Karen and Bill Hicks and their family members in Atlanta, Dr. Vernon and Rosemary Arwood, I was able to interview in person at Morehouse, and I was accepted on the spot in November 2006. The Hicks family used their resources to elevate me, and I am forever grateful. And to show my appreciation for my confidant, the late Mr. William Hicks and Mrs. Karen Hicks, my wife and I would like to provide a $1,000 scholarship to a student here at RCCA. Assume, can you please stand? Mr. Valentino. You will be the scholarship award recipient. You may be seated. So when I was asked to deliver the commitment address, I was honored, especially since this is the first graduating class from RCCA. And then I started thinking about what I was going to say. And when I thought back, I could not remember the keynote address at my high school graduation or my college graduation. And because I could not remember, I thought that I would say something profound. I have an intense message with large words and great imagery. But then I thought more about it and I realized the small words of wisdom I received from mentors and family is probably more relevant for this class with class. I hold dearly to the counsel and encouraging words I've received over the years, and for the next 10 or so minutes, I would like to share a few of those with you. So class of 2021, I have 2 points, and I will bid you a farewell as you walk across the stage and receive your high school diplomas. Number 1, you have a gift. Use it. The Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays, president of Morehouse College, theologian, and one of Dr. King's mentors once said, "Every man and woman is born into the world to do something unique and something distinctive. And if he or she does not do it, it will never be done." Class of 2021, you are gifted. You are beautiful, you are talented, and do not let anyone tell you otherwise. I remember walking out of the office during an internship when I was 19 years old, and I walked out with a white lady I adored. While walking out, the president and CEO of the company, a black man by the way, crossed paths, and the CEO exclaimed that he was glad that I was able to meet the person with whom I was walking. And she said, and I quote, "Of course I met Jonas. He is so funny." The president, in a voice that I felt shocked and rocked the building, said, "And he is very talented and gifted also." At 19, I thought I was very funny, but I had a sponsor, someone who was speaking up for me. I would like to believe that my friend did not mean any harm by her comment, but I had someone speaking on my behalf, and not only that, he encouraged me to believe in myself. I am talented, I am gifted, I am skilled. I guess he taught her and I a lesson that day, but in all seriousness, you have so many gifts to offer the world as you embark on your new journey, this new chapter. Some of you are going to college, destined to be immigration attorneys or a surgeon. Some of you are considering trade school, destined to become an electrician or skilled carpenter. Some of you are destined to be the next lieutenant colonel or Navy SEAL. And some of you are going directly into the workforce. As this talented and gifted class prepares for the next chapter, remember what Benjamin Elijah Mays reminded his students at Morehouse. Whatever you do, Strive to do it so well that no man living and no man dead and no man yet to be born could do it any better. So Tyrell, when you become that general contractor, strive to do it so well that no man living, dead, or yet to be born can do it any better. Derek, while studying political science, to become a politician or an attorney, strive to do it so well that no man living, dead, or yet to be born can do it any better. Class of 2021, do not settle for the middle of the pack. You are too gifted for that. Do not settle for average. Mediocre is not enough. You are way too bright. In corporate America, we have year-end performance reviews, and we are ranked from 1 to 3. 3 being the very best, 2 average, and 1 improvement required. Senior executives, for some reason, always tell us that most employees will be in that 2 range, that meets expectation range. And 10% will be in that improvement requirement, and only 5 will be exceptional. 5% exceptional. This is a systematic review system that most banks employ. And I always encourage my junior staff, my analysts and associates who receive anything less than 3 to not leave the performance review meeting without knowing what it takes to get to that next level. I encourage them to ask management, what will it take to get to the next level? How can I become a 3? Class of 2021, understand that you are the author of your future. Ask questions, elevate yourself, associate yourself with folks destined for greatness. Ever heard your parents say, you are what you eat? Some have extended that to, you are who you hang around. For example, if you're studying in study hall with some of the smartest and brightest students, that may rub off on you. But on the flip side, if you're riding a car with someone engaging in illegal activities, even though you may not be involved, you will suffer the same consequences. I know I'm preaching to the choir here because I know the class of 2021 is too gifted and too bright and too smart. So I know that last scenario will never apply. Am I right? Am I right? All right. I just wanted to let you know that one mistake, careless or intentional, could change your future or even set you back. So be mindful, be vigilant, and keep your eyes on the future. Last point, setbacks will happen. Class of 2021, repeat after me. Setbacks will happen. One more time, setbacks will happen. I am a dreamer. I've always been a dreamer. I dream big dreams, God-sized dreams. When I was in elementary school, I wanted to be a neurosurgeon. You may ask, why did you want to be a brain surgeon? Well, as I stated before, most of my family members didn't graduate high school, only a very few went to college. So that's what I saw growing up as a kid. And I felt like being a brain surgeon was one of the toughest careers you can have, and I wanted to conquer that. And so that changed when I enrolled into biology in high school, when I had to dissect a frog. I had a very weak stomach, and I could not handle dissecting any organism, so I had to change my career path. But the faculty and staff members always stood behind me, even if my dreams were too big or appeared too big for a poor kid. But I tried to speak my dreams into existence. I even wrote my dreams down on a notepad. But again, it never came to fruition given my issues with dissecting animals. And this was very hard for me to accept because I've been telling myself for over 10 years that I wanted to be a surgeon. I told myself daily I was going to be a brain surgeon. And my sweet grandmother, I saw her today, not too long ago, she would even call me doctor and professor, encouraging me in her own very special way. But class of 2021, I was young. I never researched what it would take to become a neurosurgeon. I only knew that it took several years of college outside of a bachelor's degree. And all I knew as a kid, that doctors were well paid, and I wanted bank also. I wanted big bucks. It was the prestige and the money, but given what I had to go through, it was a setback for me. So in 2007, when I enrolled into Morehouse College, I enrolled as an engineering major. And that's because I didn't want to enter as an undecided major. When I arrived on campus, I did more research, and I listened in on info sessions, and I realized that Morehouse's engineering program was 5 years versus the standard 4 years for a bachelor's degree. And all I could think to myself is, I'm broke, I am poor. I do not have $40,000 annually. I cannot afford $200,000 to go to college. Another setback for me. So after discussing career paths with my previous teachers, career services at Morehouse, and my friends, I decided to switch my major to business finance. And I finally found my calling, although it was not my original plan. I've worked very hard to excel in finance. I view this setback as a setup. And as a vice president of the bank, I use my story and my position to recruit and sponsor black and brown folks that look just like you. And now that I have the influence, I try to counsel others, especially the disenfranchised. But why is this background important to you? Well, more often than not, we know everything, and I mean everything, at 17 and 18. Am I right, parents? Am I right, faculty and staff? But I stopped by here to tell you that at 18 years old, you may not have all the answers, but I have good news. Students, look at your parents and say, "Ha, he has good news." As long as you're nimble and courageous and resilient and willing to seek counsel from folks with experience and willing to accept new challenges, you have the power to withstand any setback. Let me say that again. You have the power to withstand any setback. I am not where I wanted to be as that 7-year-old dreamer, but I am where I need to be, exactly where I need to be. And I attribute a lot of my success to date to my family, to the faculty, and to the mentors, my wife and my friends. My philosophy on setbacks is everything happens for a reason. You just don't know it yet. Class of 2021, please set goals. Again, Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays once said, "It must be born in the mind that tragedy of life does not lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy of life lies in having no goal to reach." Not failure, but low aim is a sin. I want you all to know that there's no crystal ball that's going to dictate or outline your life. You must grab life by the horns and navigate yourself. Just because things may not go as planned, it is not okay to give up. Reset, regroup, pencil out another plan, set goals, and execute. People really enjoy helping students, similar to what I was telling you about the Black family and the Hicks family who helped me out. So I encourage you all, when you need assistance, please reach out, because most people are willing to help. But most of all, do not let setbacks define you. Young people, while you're in the midst of a setback, because again, we will all experience setback, use that as an opportunity to redefine yourself. If you had a troubled past, do not let define you. Do not let that define you. Like Tupac said, be a rose out of concrete. Lift your head up, push your shoulders back. And like my dear friend, Dr. Clark would say, when she ended most of her conversations, hold the right thought. 2021 graduates, welcome to the world stage. I pray that you all understand that life will deal you setbacks, and most of them will be unexpectedly. But more importantly, you can bounce back from those setbacks. Graduates, you are gifted, you are wise, you are smart, and you are talented, and you are destined for greatness. I'd like to leave you with this story. There's a story that was told by Lori Beth Jones and borrowed by Freddie Haynes. A young boy went to sleep, and upon falling asleep, he had a matchless, marvelous, and aesthetic, glorious dream. He found himself running through immaculately cut green grass, bordered by dazzling daisies, lovely lilies, and resplendent roses. He's running through this beautiful field, and all of a sudden, the dream is interrupted by a bear. Now the bear is chasing him. And as soon as the bear is about to catch him, the young boy looks up and says, "Mr. Bear, are you going to eat me?" The bear stops midair and says, "I don't know. This is your dream." To my Rhodes brothers and sisters, I close with that. This is your dream. Go out and make Cleveland a better place. This is your dream. Go out and make the world a better place. This is your dream. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is your dream. God has plans to prosper you and not to harm you. This is your dream. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson, for your inspirational words and that thoughtful and amazing surprise. On behalf of the Rhodes College and Career Academy, students, faculty, and staff, please accept this token of our appreciation for spending your time with us tonight. Thank you. At this time, I invite Dr. Mosley to the stage so we may begin to confer the graduates.
Principal Starzinski, guidance counselors, Sabriana, administrators, class advisors, and faculty, do you attest to the fact that these students here have satisfactorily completed
Congratulations to the top 10% of our class. Joanne Alejandro. Ariana Barnett. Natalia Blankenship. Tyler Bohannon. Anijah Burns. Destiny Cabeza. Cassandra Cabrera. Jasmine Campbell. Anna Cartagena. Aaron Castro. Yulisa Castro. Krishay Coleman. Ariana Colon. Michaela Correa. Levante Cottrell. Cecilia Cruz. Aaliyah Davis. Chalet de Jesus. Extra to the end. Roberto de Jesus. Caitlin DeWolf. Sequoia Fleming. Randy Franco. Bernard Fwamba. Jadalyn Giboyao. Jalen Glenn. Isabelis Gonzalez. Crystal Green. Glenn Greenfield. Elise Harris. Elena Hawkins. Emily Hillman. Darius Houston. Janiyah Johnson. Millicent Johnson. Mariah Keller. Simon Kibukila. Joshua Cost. Jessica Larkin. Storm Lee. Richard Levert. Antonia Lewis. Angelise Linder. Jalen Lockhart. Aslyn Lopez. Xavier Love. Thunder Merritt. Jose Marrero. Megan McAllister. Kaitlani Melendez. Kaycindia Melendez. Alexander Menjivar. Arsenio Mercado. Hakizimana Mila. Nautica Miller. Kevin Morales. Rico Morgan. Veronica Moreland. Tyrell Pampley. Jeremiah Peguero. Jeffrey Phillips. Isum Pickett. Siomar Petrie. Janelle Porter. Mason Price. Bailey Purcell. Alexander Quintero. Isis Ramos. Tayana Reese. Giselle Rivas Castro. Selena Rivas. Isis Rivera. Cassandra Rivera. Tatiana Rivera. Devin Rourke. Deontay Robinson. Manelli Rodriguez. Jacqueline Rodriguez. Michael Rodriguez. Happy birthday to Michael's mother. Carla Roman. Aaliyah Sanders. Janelise Santiago. Adam Sayer. Dominique Shafiq. Giorgio Silva. Ajane Smiley. Javion Smith Wright. Axel Melendez. Mizaya Snooty. Trinice Speed. Terrion Sutton. Tajiana Thomas. Anthony Thompson. Alyssa Torres. Giannalise Torres. Anna Gruen Trentham. Madison Valentine. Maria Valarezo. Lawrence Van Wagner. Michael Williams. Sierra Willis. Heaven Young. Christopher Zaleski.
Stay in your seats, please, if you could. We were just getting the last pictures there with our top 10%. So if you could please return to your seats. There will be plenty of time for pictures after we are done.
So one thing I made our 12th grade promise, we're not great at group pictures because we always forget and then start crying and hugging. So we are going to attempt a group picture before we fully certify the class. Stand right there. Guys, line up with the rows. Do you see how there's like rows? Line up in front of somebody. At this time, I ask, where's photography? There, yes. That all of my graduates stand. Please join me in celebrating as we perform the last ceremony of graduation. The tassel is worn on the right side of the mortarboard as a symbol of change. At this time, we ask that all of you remain standing. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the RCCA class of 2021 to be graduates of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. You may now move your tassel to the left side of the mortarboard to demonstrate that you're now alumni. Congratulations, we did it! Row your hats. Row your hats. Go down. 2021.